Hey guys!
Welcome to the Black Hot Girls Talk 2.0. We're back, bitches.
You heard her. You heard what she said. We
back.
Hey.
We back. What's up?
We back in this thing.
Listen, we back. We ready.
Yes.
And today is what? Wondering Wednesdays?
Wondering Wednesday. Yes.
It's a nicer way of saying hump day. You know.
Happy hump day, guys. I like humps.
We like humps.
We like humps, guys.
A lot of
yes,
humps.
We do. Guys, welcome to the show. It's been
like hump.
You know, she likes humping. I mean, I like hump Wednesdays. It's really me.
We are in October. The weather is changing.
Yes. Happy October, guys.
Is this our first episode for 2020?
It might be. Maybe.
Yes, because we was out.
Yes, we've been out for a while.
This is our first episode of 2020. Hey, y'all. Happy 2020.
Yes.
Okay, so
2020 is about over with. And damn 2020, because 2020 has not been good to us. Well, for some of us, it has.
A hell of a year.
It has. Okay.
You know. So if you guys forgot, she's Shay.
Hello, guys.
I'm Lola.
Woo, woo, woo.
And we're back. Black Hot Girls 2.0 with two of us. 2.0.
Okay.
We got some stuff to talk about today. So
yes.
Things have changed. Things have happened since the last time you seen us. So shit. Let's get into it.
Happen. Okay.
Let's get into it.
All right. So, Wondering Wednesday, guys. Look, now this particular topic here, can women go months or years without sex? We posted this, you know.
We wanted some responses.
We got some responses. We did.
So if you guys follow our Facebook page, of course, it's the Black Hot Girls 2.0. We always post questions. We ask questions. People come to us with questions, and we try to respond. So we're back. We got content. We are responding to all the questions. We are responding to the posts. This was one of them. Shay asked. The people responded. Now we're going to share it and we're going to respond. So, can women go months or years without sex?
Can they?
Now, y'all know we talk about sex a lot.
A lot.
Yes. Yeah. Can we? What you think, Shay? Well,
you asked the wrong
your personal. Can you go months or years without sex?
No, I'm and I wouldn't say that I can't. I would say that I won't. and you out there, you better know. Tell me no. Nah. But honestly, I think that if you're a very sexualized young lady, you know what I mean,
or man,
you know what I'm saying. If you would like to get it in, like, it's nothing wrong with that. I don't think anything's wrong with it. I wouldn't personally wait unless it's a medical reason. I need to be damn near on my deathbed cramping or something for me not to engage in sex. But that's just a personal thing. That's my personal preference. I don't see how women could, and I've been getting a lot of feedback from women that saying, yeah, hell yeah, I can go months and years. I'm working on, I'm like, damn, for real?
Let me give you a hug.
Yeah, that's great. That's so wonderful. That's tender.
Okay.
But not me.
Well, I responded, yes, of course, but we talked about it before. I have medical reasons why sometimes I can go 3 or 4 months without it. So it is draining, very draining, that the moment that I am free and willing is pound day.
This girl said it's pound day.
It is pound.
That's the problem. That could be the damn problem.
It's definitely not the problem. But, I don't think by choice, unless it's something that I say I want to go on this spiritual journey and I just want to eliminate all of these souls or whatever it is that I'm intaking, and I just want to break. That ain't happening. I'm sorry. It's not. I can't. I'm not saying that I can't do it. Like Shay said, I won't do it. If it comes to a point where I have no choice, then I have no choice. But if it's available,
I mean,
I'm hopping on it.
She's hopping on it,
swinging on it.
Hump Wednesday. This is the perfect day to talk about
shaking on it, gyrating.
You always shake it just
too
far.
But
it's cool.
It's cool, but that's me.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I think for some women that it does, you know, say, hey, well, I am on a spiritual journey. I am trying to empower myself. You know, as a woman, I want to stay focused, you know,
but do you have to stop having sex to stay focused?
I don't think so. I mean, but
it clears my mind.
Right. Sometimes, I don't you can't focus or to get yourself established, whether that be financially or career wise without having sex.
Well, I get it, but I don't think you have to stop having sex unless that's an issue for you, unless you're falling in love with everybody that you have a sexual experience with and you just can't control yourself, or you get distracted sexually and you just have to cut it out completely because it distracts you from whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay, fine, that's different. But
damn, you fall in love with everybody?
Let's psychos.
Okay.
You got people falling in love with you without even
getting it. Okay. That's true. That's true.
Imagine.
So you're gonna have them in the bushes? So if they be in the bushes before you give them any, then that's a certified don't do it. Okay, so don't do it. So can women go months or years without sex? Hell yeah! I've got a good bit of responses from the post saying that women can. Some women I feel like go through menopause at a certain point in their life, right? So where they ain't really into it anyway. Right. I mean, I hope I don't ever go through I don't ever experience that personally, but I've heard that is like a big issue of when your libido goes down. You're not really, I don't be thinking about it. You know, I'd be like,
women who go through trauma, like personal trauma, you know, they go without it. And then some of them who go through personal trauma have to have it.
That is true. That is true.
It just depends on who you are and what works for you. Works for you. May not work for me, but you know, it is.
It definitely doesn't work for me. And let me repeat that again before we go on to the next wondering topic, because I'm serious about this. Like y'all, I need that. I don't go months unless I'm single. Now, if I got in-house, if I'm in a serious relationship, if I'm engaged, if I'm married, then no, why would I wait? Why would I go months or years without it? Like,
that's true.
Why?
But that's why when you're single, you just find select few or one or two
that you can trust, that
you can rotate.
Put them in the rotation.
Let me not say that. I'm gonna say that you can, you know.
She said what she said. You put it in rotation. I got you for this, you for this.
That like you can get your rocks off. You have to be able to, you know, do that. So, yeah. So there goes the answer. If you guys have any more comments, that just let us know. Go ahead, write or post up underneath the post, and we'll definitely address it. Right?
Okay.
All right, y'all.
So I don't know. Okay. So next wondering topic. What are we wondering?
Do you feel comfortable sharing your past experiences with your current partner? So are you guys at a point in your relationship where you feel comfortable sharing your past sexual history? Everything. Like, do you feel comfortable? Are you secure enough to want to know about your partner's past relationships, sexual history? Like, if your guy asks you how many guys have you had sex with, or your girl asks you how many girls you had, are you comfortable enough to actually tell the truth and say, I had sex with 24 people? I'm not saying that I did, but I'm just saying, are you comfortable enough to say, hey, this is what it is, and
what you gonna do about it?
What you gonna do about it?
I'm just playing, but I mean, can you be that honest,
right,
and transparent? Because at some point, you know, men, for some apparent reason, you know, men like to be in this fantasy world, right? You like to be like, I'm the only one that's ever hit it, or she ain't got but one or two bodies before me. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, being realistic. If you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, come on, let's be real. Nah, this is probably not. And you're not.
There's a select few people who may have only had one or two or three sexual partners. I'm gonna always have three.
See, that's J. Cole. J. Cole that made a mention for that in one of his songs. You gotta multiply
by
you
3.
know, she say 3,
Nah.
you gotta times it. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen.
I'm just saying.
You have to categorize, right? You got the ones that don't count.
Wait, which ones that don't count?
I'm just saying, I don't know. There's the ones that don't count where you had sex with them, but it really wasn't sex because it wasn't good at all. And shit was trash. Like it was over before it even started. Like my baby daddy, it was it was done. Right?
Okay.
And then you have your relationships, I'm talking about real relationships.
Okay.
Right? And then you got your people that you just get the rocks off, hit it and quit. So
you don't count? Do you count those?
I mean, that's why you gotta be specific with your questions. Like it's not really.
If you want to know about the past, okay. If you say, hey, if your dude asks you, hey, well, how many dudes you been with before me?
So ask me the questions. This is how conversation would typically go.
All right. So I'll be like, hey, little mama.
Little mama.
So
serious conversation.
So, I know you told me. Okay, I'm supposed to be the dude, right? Okay, so I know you told me I'm like the best you ever had. You know how y'all do,
right?
I know I'm like the best you ever had. So, like, how many partners have you had before?
So, first of all, I'm not gonna stroke your ego. First and foremost, so I hate when guys say stuff like that. Like that is like. And this is typically how I be having my conversations. I don't be meaning to hurt nobody's feelings or anything of that sort, whatever. But I have no filter. So, but so ask me the question again. How many sexual partners have I had? So I'm going to ask like.
Nah, nowadays they be like, how many bodies you got?
How many bodies?
What's your body count?
What's my body count? Okay, so you want the one that don't count? You want.
No,
or you just want everything
I want the whole
together.
Thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jonathan, Sam, Susie.
So at this point, if you're doing this counting, right, and so as a man, right, how would you feel? Like if your woman that you're with, and they tell you, hey, well, I done slept with them more than the fingers that I can count.
Right.
Right?
What's your response?
What's your response? Do you be like, oh, hell nah. I mean, but you've been hitting it for a while anyway, so it don't matter. Unless this is at the beginning of the relationship and you kind of asking and trying to figure out, would it make sense? I mean, like, would it matter? Would you be like,
I don't ask the questions because I honestly don't want to know. Like, I don't ask because I don't want to know. You think about it. If a person started having sex when they were like 13, 14 years old, I can only imagine you like 35, 36, you 40, maybe in my category 50, 60, 70, or 80. You done had.
You sound like my damn granddaddy.
You never know.
Come here, girl. Come here, girl. Pay your rent.
That's a lifelong fucking vagina you done experience. Especially if you're a man who done travel the world, that is a lifelong experience. So honestly, I don't care, right? Because my sign, you sitting there and start going into details and going into deep memory about the last person you done had sex with, we're gonna have a problem. And it ain't about me being insecure. It's just the fact that you going back and being too far. Like, but to tell me the number, I don't care. Like, I don't care to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But if the conversation or the topic ever come up, we can have the conversation. I just hope you ready.
Oh, damn. Okay, so look. So if they do, okay. So if we're talking about sex,
right?
And you guys are, maybe starting to date for about the first few months, right? So you guys are just now trying to figure each other out, your bodies, and you know what I'm saying? Everything's going well, but so they have those questions that be like, hey, so have you ever did this before? And then you start rattling off some of the things that you've done in your, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So then they be like,
you
did that. right. So then you be like, yeah, I did that before, or yeah, I've tried that before in the past. And then you might want to go into detail,
and or you
don't want to go into detail at that point, or do you?
Well, honestly, it just depends on the person.
Okay.
right? I gotta gauge who you are as a person. Like I gotta be like, okay, he's the kind of person that I feel like I can talk to, like, and without judgment. We go into that part. If I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's just gonna cry or get mad if I talk about the last person, and I'm not talking about overly have the conversation. I'm just talking about we having the conversation,
Right.
and you ask me a question, I'm gonna be honest with you and I'm gonna tell you what it is. But if I feel like you can't handle it, I'm not gonna engage. I'm gonna dismiss the whole conversation, and then you're just gonna have to be mad about me dismissing the conversation because clearly you can't handle it. If I know we can have a simple conversation and you get mad off of a simple topic, you won't be able to handle this topic because I'm gonna be very transparent with you.
She ain't got no filter, remember?
And you can't handle it. So it just depends on
You
who
want
I'm
the
talking to.
You can't handle the truth.
So it's just
I got
like
three.
it just
It's a safe.
Yeah.
It's a safe number. Three.
It is a
Three
safe
is the
number.
to make you feel comfortable as a man, to stroke your ego, maybe, or vice versa. Some women can't take
I
that.
said between 3 and 5.
You said 3 and 5.
3 and 5.
I've had.
It just depends on your age.
Okay, so if you're in your 30s, how many?
Because if you're 19, you can't say 5.
Like God.
Well, if you 18, you can't say 5. That's
okay.
that's a
Right,
bit much,
okay,
right? Because
but what if we say 40? Right? Is it okay for me to tell you, yeah, I done slept with like 20 dudes, but I mean, it wasn't at the same time. I mean, if that makes it better.
Would you feel comfortable with me telling you that I had sex with 40 dudes? Do I feel comfortable even with that number coming out my mouth?
Okay, let me give you an example. Like one dude I was talking to before, and he was like, I know he used to be a male entertainer, right? A stripper or an escort. So with that type of professional background, then I would expect it to be, you didn't slept with a lot of women. Okay. Now do I care? No, I really don't. As long as when we're together, you know what I'm saying? Everything's up front, and you know what I'm saying, you laying everything out there. If I'm the only one that you're dealing with, cool. That's cool. I don't mind that. Because I'm a person that I like to tell you what it is up front, what you're getting. Okay. And it's so much better when you're able to be in a relationship or with someone that's mature enough to have the conversation that's open. Even when we're talking about sex, hey, yeah, the last, you know what I'm saying, before, heck yeah, I did this and did that and turned all kind of flips, and you know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, okay,
Well, let's try that. Be open.
Right,
like, how can...
Right. Or, yeah,
shit like that. But
like,
a lot of people ain't mature enough to have that conversation. Like, I feel like a lot of men or women get mad because they're insecure. Or they just have a sense of control. They just want control. And of course, they're in this imaginary world as to where I don't want to know if nobody else had you. You're mine. You understand? That's that territorial part, which is grow up. Like we're grown, honestly. Just don't come asking me no questions that you ain't ready for the answer for, because I ain't going to tell you 3. I ain't gonna tell you 3. Come on. Y'all done been on my Facebook page. How many relationships y'all done see me in? It been more than 3. So, all right, cool. Next.
So,
next.
I mean, so do I feel comfortable sharing past experiences with my current partner? Yes, I feel very comfortable. Now, could I say that before? Hell no. I couldn't have said that before. No, I could not have said that. Again, there are some type of men out there that are able to handle the mature conversation and know what it is and able to be secure within himself and move forward. Like, okay, but what you did before, that's before. Why you with me? Let's get it. Whatever. Okay, cool. Love it. So
I ain't gonna ask you about the past. I want to know about the current.
Who you that's what it's about. It's about what's going on now.
Let's go do what we need to do so we can focus on the now and the future. What are your plans for the future?
Right.
So, I mean, all that other shit don't count. As long as your past ain't entering what we got going on now, there's no need, because once that start happening, then we need to start asking questions. So,
Facts.
Here we are.
Yes. Cool. Okay. She said it. She summed it up.
Speaking about past, future, we want to know about futures, right? Future, like you talk about certain things. What are the important things you would talk about before entering a marriage, a serious relationship? What do you feel like is important to discuss before you enter that stage of a relationship? So I put up a post, and it basically asks the same questions, and it was a thread where people would just post and say, these are the important things that needs to get talked about, because basically it's just basically shit you need to know before you get into a relationship, right? So we always want to talk about financial situations when you're in a relationship. Like I need to know where you are in life financially to know, one, if I want to deal with it. Are you a poor spender? You can't save? Because if I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you, it's either I need to help you, get back on track, or you're just somebody I can't financially be in a relationship with because you're going to spend all that money, or you're poor with handling money. Either I need to have full control, or we're going to figure out how this is going to work.
Right. Who going to have the damn control over the finances? If
both of y'all, or if one of y'all can't handle it. So I think financial situations is basically
that's important.
It's very important.
That's very important.
That can make or break in a relationship.
Yes,
honestly,
it does. It breaks a lot of relationships with a lot of marriages too.
What you think? Another.
I think it's important to know kids.
Yes.
Kids.
If you want to have kids, if you're done having kids, can you have kids? That is very important. Like that is like so important, because you guys need to be on the same page about it. If you're not on the same page about having kids in a relationship or moving forward in a marriage, that can also make or break your relationship. Because if I'm with somebody, and we about to get married, and I knew, or you told me from the beginning, hey, I want to have kids, but then we get married, you be like, no, I don't want no kids. The fuck I'm wasting my time for? I know this is what I want. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
Right.
If you can't have kids, you've been with this person this whole entire time, y'all get married, and he trying to figure out why the hell she not getting pregnant, or, and you knew all this time that you couldn't have no kids. How he gonna feel about that? Or the other way. If he went ahead and had a vasectomy and didn't tell nobody about it,
I don't want no more damn kids.
He just busting in you left and right, shooting up the club, pew pew pew, and it's just not catching. You just missing, right? What's the problem? So that is definitely important to talk about. How many kids y'all want? Because I remember when I said I wanted like a football team, I wanted 12. I got one. I'm done. I'm done. Right. My son about to be 11. Like I wouldn't mind another child, but you can have mine. Yeah.
You sure?
I wouldn't mind, but I wouldn't mind if I didn't have one. Like if it happened, I won't cry. I'll cry, but I won't be sad. Maybe a little sad, but not too sad.
Damn. Okay.
If it makes sense. If that makes sense.
Damn. Okay. Like
you talk about like
she said I'll cry, but I just shed a couple of tears.
Just like,
it was just, okay. Okay. Kids, I think, hey, with me, I started having kids young. So for me, it's hard to meet someone who doesn't have kids, and especially in our age. Like, okay, most people do have kids already. So I mean, that's a conversation. Like, okay, how many you got?
It's how many, right? How many kids you have?
Want more?
Do you want more? Mm-hmm. And
fuck them kids. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. I love the kids. Listen. Okay, so what else?
Okay, anger management, bipolar issues, anything of that sort. Like you want to talk about your mental health.
Yes.
It is so important.
It is.
Like, no, that is like, I think that's like the top 3 that you need to talk about with your partner like mental health. Do you have anger management issues? Do you have abandonment issues? Like, were you built off of survival or love?
Right. The way you were raised in a family, were you built off emotions or survival instincts? You know what I mean?
That is like absolutely very important, because you have to try to understand. You will want to understand the person you are dealing with. Right. I got, my screws ain't too tight. Right. Anybody that dealt with me, whatever. Anybody that dealt with me know, like, I can go off. I go off the deep end. Like, I jump off the roof before I jump off a bridge. Right? That's crazy, but I'm just saying. I'm not gonna bust the windows out your car kind of crazy, but I won't. People go through things. You never know what you never know what someone is going through, right? Mentally. When you first meet them, oh, she's like the perfect package. He's like the perfect package. Until one late night, y'all sleeping next to each other.
You're staring at you like, you wake up, why are you looking at me? What's wrong?
Right. Or you end up having a wait until exhale moment. You never know. Like, you are a thin line between love and hate. You never wait until exhale too. Motherfucker done set the house on fire. You never know who or what you're dealing with. So it is very important to discuss how that person was raised. If you have any concerns, are you taking medication? Because some people have been in the military, the army, or whatever. They got PTSD.
Praise them, Lord.
And for the people who are dealing with someone, I give you guys all the strength, because it is not easy. The people who's dealing with someone who has bipolar issues, it's not easy. It is a constant battle. And then for those who are normal but just have issues, pray for you too, because it happens every single day. Now, nobody is perfect. Everybody have issues. Like, every day you're going to go through something, because we are all human. Like, we are all human. We're going to go through things. Life knocks us up and they tear us down. And it may not be how you was raised, but it has something to do with how you was raised, because it's how you come out of it in the end. So if I'm built off of survival and not love, only way I know is how to survive. Fuck your feelings. I'm going to do what I got to do for me. I'm going to make sure I'm good.
She said it.
Right? That's what I feel like survival is. When my back is up against the wall, I know what I need to do to get the shit done. Now, if I'm based off of love, I got a family, I got a support, I got people who is cheering me on. I got, hey, I love you enough to go through this with you. It's about us. We're going to get through this together. Right? It could be on the flip side. Survival means I didn't have that in my past, but this is what I want. And I'm going to do what I didn't have, so next generations don't have to go through that. Some people do that too. So you never know who you're dealing with. It's important to have that conversation. I'm just saying. It's very important.
Religion is big, guys. And I'm finding now, as we're moving on, in the 2020 and going into 21, a lot of people, whereas it used to be a big issue, kind of not as much.
It's not as much.
People are like, okay.
People understanding what religion is, right? They read it into it. Like, I believe in a higher power, right? I believe, that there is an afterlife. I believe that there was a life before my life, and I believe that I was somebody before this life. I always said I believe I was a man in my past life, because I should have got to act like a dude. I feel like I used to be a dude in my past life, because I tell y'all, anyway.
Hey,
I can honestly say that the relationships that I've been in, right? I've dealt with a guy who wants to be Muslim. Right, he was Muslim. He practiced the Islam, right? I did it with him.
Okay.
It is.
Was you praying 5 times a day?
I tried.
Okay.
I was open to it.
Okay.
Like, I was open to it, because I thought that was the person that I wanted to be with, and I didn't want to bash. It was good to learn, and I like to learn. I like to learn about different religions. They believe in, something, right? They're basically just their interpretation,
their path to the same.
So whoever it is that you guys want to pray to, that's fine. I was open to learn. I was open to learn about it so I could understand and not be ignorant. Because when you're in a relationship and a split, you Christian and I'm believing boom 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 boom.
Okay.
How does that mesh when I'm always knocking what you're doing, or we're going back and forth about what you believe in, what you shouldn't be praying for? So that is definitely important to talk about. You will want to know, but I've just been open. Like I'm not going to say that I'm going to try every religion out there because it ain't for me. I just know what I believe in, and I've experienced enough and I read enough to know this is what we ain't going to do. I'm just going to say I believe in a higher power, and me and that higher power got to understand it.
So if your partner says that he's a Catholic, you wouldn't.
No, I'm done experimenting.
Okay.
I'm at that age where I'm done experimenting. Okay. I'm not trying out no more religions with nobody. I think I done went across the borders already, where I feel like, okay, I understand who I am and I got enough knowledge to know that, you know, it is what it is.
Right.
It is what it is.
Right. I think it's important. I mean, that's going to be like one of the topics too, because depending upon the religion that your partner or potential partner has been raised in, is going to be what they're going to be expecting to raise, you know, their family with you, if you are that person. So if you're not with it, then, you know, you have to cut ties altogether. I think that is something that needs to be talked about. Even when I was dating, like, I made sure I put it out there, like, hey, you know, this is what I do. This is who I am. This is, you know what I'm saying, kind of my beliefs. So, and it was guys that actually put out there, hey, if you a Christian, keep it moving. Like, dang, okay. Right. So, I mean, but it's being honest and putting it up there. Like, if that's your belief, I don't knock it. You cool, but it's not for me.
Right.
We're not going to work well together.
I say, while all of that is good, we done with religion, because that's just that topic. Clothing, how your partner dress.
It's fucking Libra, I swear.
That is very, listen, I don't care about what you want to wear in the house. That is absolutely fine. But when I go outside, I am a representation of you.
Right.
When you go outside, you are a representation of me. When our kids go outside, they are a representation of us.
Yes.
Right? So
I'm gonna need you to get your shit together.
I'm not saying you have to have designer. No, I don't have designer. I'm not about to spend my money on somebody who just took a freaking logo and just slapped it on a damn shirt or pants, and then it's $1,200 for it. Not me. I like to bargain shop. Whatever I buy, I like it. I look good in it, and that's just it. If I go to the thrift store, if I go to Fashion Nova, if I go to Walmart, I bet you it's going to be the best Walmart pants I have ever worn, because some of these pants fits perfect. I love the way it fit. Tight, sweats. That's just what it is. Now, I got on my shoes. You know, I like my Nikes.
She's a big sneakerhead, so don't.
So, you know, I like my Jordans and my Air Max and whatever. But remember at a point in time when we was getting them Chinese slippers, them $3 slippers, we was wearing every color. So it just, clothing it's not important because it's a material thing, but how you represent me is very important. When we go out, and like I told you before, like, you know this, if I don't like something about someone, if I don't like the way you dress, I'm not gonna sit here and complain to you. I'm gonna go and buy what I feel like I would like for you to wear and give it to you so you can wear it. So you can't say I don't have this or whatever. Right. That's just the kind of person I am. Right. If I see a kid outside, like, why your parents ain't get you a haircut? No, I'm gonna give you the money or take you to go get a haircut. That is the kind of person that I am. Period. Right. So if I see you ain't got no clothes, or you've been wearing the same busted shoes, I'm not gonna sit there and talk about you. I'm gonna go get you a pair of shoes or give you one of my shoes. That's just me. That's just the kind of person that I am. It is very important, especially when we going out. Because you're not about to go outside with me looking all kinds of way. Because first of all, my family is fucking dangerous. That shit ain't happening. I'm Panamanian. I'm Costa Rican. I love Haitian in blood. And different international shit going on. Ain't no goddamn way y'all about to sit here and see me with somebody looking crazy. If anything, we going to make sure that you are up to down. And like I said, it don't got to be designer, but you going to look like something. You going to look like something.
You going to look like something.
You going to look like something.
You can't be going out there embarrassing me.
Absolutely
Joe Jackson on your way. Get your...
Absolutely not. I like me a nice, clean, well dressed, good smelling chocolate drop.
Chocolate drop. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I love my chocolate
I
drops.
love chocolates.
Like blight, like blue blight.
Blurple.
Yes.
Like blurple. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So.
Yes, guys. She is.
I miss this. I really do miss this. Oh
guys.
my gosh! Welcome back to Black Hot Girls Talk. Like,
yeah,
let's shop. Let's get this. I think.
Yeah.
As we are ending 2020, we are falling into the holidays. You'll be seeing a little bit more of us because 2020 has been a hell of a year so far.
Fact.
We are in the 10th month.
We're in the best month because my birthday is this month.
First of all, my birthday was last month.
We ain't even from our last show, guys. And if you're watching us from YouTube, then of course, man, guys,
birthdays are big for us.
You know, we just haven't done it this year.
This year was like
wah. But we're looking forward to better, years and a new year, coming up next year. So get at us. You can definitely email us. You can on Facebook, on IG, on
I'm about to say
YouTube.
Instagram. You just said IG.
Yeah, IG. You know what I'm saying?
YouTube. Personally, you guys got our numbers. Anything you guys want us to talk about, we're definitely here for it. Y'all know we with all the shit. Listen, PSA. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. 45. Fake got it. But wear your mask. Wash your hands. Stay 10 feet apart. Fuck the 6 feet.
Yeah, they say
10 feet apart.
6 feet not enough now.
Okay.
Okay.
Do what y'all gotta do. Please. This shit is not a joke. They are killing us. Okay. And when I say they, for those who know me, y'all know what I mean. Okay. They are killing us. And we have to do better. Like, we need to be better. We have to do better. And we got to stay out the limelight. Like, for real. Because this shit ain't no joke. Rest in peace to my mom. This whole thing took her from us. And that was the hardest thing ever. So if it's not a wake-up call for you because it didn't hit you personally, let it be a wake-up call for those who know me, right? Who's been around me, who knows my mom. Let that be a wake-up call. And if you don't know, I'm telling you, it's the worst feeling ever, okay? Like, it's the worst feeling. I'm talking about a healthy person. So wear your mask. Going out is not the same anymore, first and foremost. So if you guys are fiending to go to the club, if you're fiending to go turn up, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Right. I enjoyed, honestly, being home in peace. Like, we needed a break, and the world literally gave us a break. Right? They gave us a break by force. Okay? So do what y'all got to do. Keep these kids safe. Don't let them rush your kids back into them school buildings.
That's how you fucking.
Like, come on. We got to do better. And we can do better.
Open up Atlanta. I think Atlanta public schools, I think they would just they have a plan in place, and it's some mixed reviews on it.
It's stuff. School's about to close back down again. For those who's going back to school, they about to close back down.
Oh, for real? Yes. I know New York getting ready to, and Brooklyn ain't ready to shut down.
They're shutting down again. So the numbers are going up. I'm not understanding how is it y'all expected these kids to follow guidelines when adults ain't even following the guidelines. So that's kind of strange and dumb, for me. So I'm just saying, you guys, y'all stay safe out there.
Yes.
Do what y'all gotta do. Keep having these quarantine babies.
It's been so many damn babies. Okay. If my tubes went inside, I would be right. Oh. Anyway.
Okay.
But luckily,
I'm gonna relate the message.
My tubes are tied. Okay?
That don't mean nothing.
My tubes are tied.
That don't mean nothing.
So I'm enjoying the quarantine style. Okay. And so that's why I can't be going no months or years. If you say me, I'm at home. You mean to tell me I'm at home and I can't get, man, you crazy? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Yes, guys. We're back. Wondering Wednesday.
We'll see you guys soon.
Yes.
Comment for our next topic, please. We're gonna post y'all right under. You know what I mean. Comment.
Comment, like, share, subscribe.
Comment, like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
Hit the goddamn
bell,
button.
man.
The bell or the button.
Button.
The bell. Ring the bell.
All of it.
Right.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. See you later.
Peace.